What would you do if you had my life? Work like me, had them stripes. Would you go hard just to have that ice? But I just fell trying to have that price. Any yo cooking about to add that spice. Nowadays dudes never had that fight. When it push bill, better burst your pipes. What would you do if you had my life? Work like me, had them stripes. Would you go hard just to have that ice? But I just fell trying to have that price. Any yo cooking about to add that spice. Nowadays dudes never had that fight. When it push bill, better burst your pipes.
Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me this afternoon is my co-host, Joel Meyer. How are we doing today, Joel?
Doing all right. Suffering a comfortable Manchester City victory over Crystal Palace. So the Arsenal Premier League title is still up in the air. But 2 more wins, and we have to say goodbye to those losers. I can't wait because they absolute clown. Should have won this thing months ago, but they're making us sweat right to the end. But anyway, big favorites against Burnley on Monday, I believe. So yeah, hopefully they kill them there and then win the last game. Another easier one a week and a half from now. But yeah, that's good. Golf is looking forward to the PGA Championship. Exciting stuff there. We'll get into that towards the end of the show. And yeah, what else is going on? Big hockey, of course. Oh, and I'm kind of thankful that Archer could not make it today because he would just be pulling his little dick out and trying to rub it all over our faces with his Matthew Schaefer bets, and he's just been unbearable lately. And yeah, good for him. He called him 20-1 in the offseason. Rookie of the year, kind of laughed at him at the time, but he was betting everybody at the time. So I'm sure that he has a bunch of other bets that don't look so good, but still, big winner for him. Happy for him. Just glad we don't have to suffer his presence here, victory lapping for 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, big win for myself as well. I didn't even know they announced it, and I went into our group chat and saw Archer just be like, "Oh, all your Schaeferians, so we got our money in." So I had some 20-1 there from before the season as well. So good to see that come in. I wonder if they're going to do more awards before whatever show they're doing in June, or if this one was just so much decided that they're not quite going to do it. Because I know some books, I know FanDuel and Kalshi, probably Market, all the places still have stuff open for the Hart and the Vesna and the Norris. So maybe we'll see them earlier than expected, but I'm not holding out hope for that. We still got books taking money on those things, so don't see anything of that happening there. Yeah, we have Archer,
speak a little bitch in the
Archer
chat
in the chat here. Unanimous call to it. Yeah. Great pick,
I,
Arch.
I thought that there might be a couple Montreal beat writers there who would stubbornly vote for Demidov, but no, it should have been Matthew Schaefer. He was clearly the rookie of the year, so not even bias could affect the result in any which way.
No, yeah, Schaefer clearly from wire to wire really was, I think, the favorite. Once he overtook Demidov as the favorite, he was just the favorite the whole way, I think. Comment here from Bulljacks saying apparently they're announcing awards on different platforms to drive playoff views. It was on Good Morning America. I did see that. His family surprised him on Good Morning America. So keep an eye out on any of these players going on some weird shows potentially to be given the award. But we'll keep an eye on that.
I wish they would just standardize this and make it just let us know what's happening. It's an important thing, even if besides betting angle, it's like these awards mean something to the players, to the fans, and to the history of hockey. And just it's retarded how they do it. But like Good Morning America, when nobody knows what's coming, it makes no sense to me. I wish they just give a date and let us know what that date is, and give all the awards out. That makes no sense how it's a mystery up until now. Like nobody knew that this was coming today.
No, nobody knew, and we're on top of things normally, especially with the futures. It's like, oh, here's the Calder winner suddenly out of nowhere. So I mean, we'll take it, I guess. But like, it will be nice to know when it is, even if it isn't until before Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final, which is probably when it's going to be or when it was last year. But yeah, let's get into things here. Make sure you are subscribed to the Hockey Galen podcast on YouTube, also wherever you get your podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, wherever that may be. And make sure you check out the SGPN app. And we've got the Preakness this week. Make sure you check out nairabets.com/SGPN25 to get a $25 free bet on the Preakness plus a $200 deposit match there. Joel, when's the Champions League final? Got a few weeks for that still?
We never talked about the Kentucky Derby, which of course I did not win, and as usual. But our old friend Talon, he had what was the horse that won? With the female trainer, first ever female trainer to have a horse to win the Derby.
I don't know.
But our Talon was on him. But yeah, Champions League final is May 30th. Apparently it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. So usually I go to the bar with my dad, but that's probably not happening now. It's 3 hours earlier, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's still 2.5 weeks away.
And that's just one leg, just one game. There's no 2-leg anything, just one game. Is it neutral field?
Yep, Budapest.
So that's why the time difference it is, because it's normally probably somewhere more.
No,
Western Europe.
No, it's all over the place. I mean, there's been in Turkey, France, England, of course, but they're all like Golden Temple. Thank you, BJ, in the chat.
Yes.
But no, it's always been at 12 PST, 3 Eastern time. But yeah, for some reason it's early this year. I don't like it.
Yeah, I wonder why they moved that up there. Let's get into the puck bucks here. We haven't talked because you missed the show on Monday. I was on with Archer prior to Game 4 of the Avalanche series. You went with the over in the Buffalo game. That did not come through. But before that, you got Montreal Game 3. That was a big win for them. Was that I think that was a Sunday win when they blew them out. Mm-hmm. Montreal Game 4, I was on them. They lost. I was on Anaheim last night as well. They forced overtime, but still lost. Pavel Dorofeyev is just one of these big playoff performers. Last year he was great in the playoffs. Thought it might go over into the regular season with some long shot Rocket Richard for myself before the season, but that didn't happen. McKinnon, Conn Smythe, Colorado Cup still going pretty strong here, as are most of Archer's series bets with the Canes coming through and the Avalanche. But he did get that Ducks in 7, which I noted you brought up in the group chat as being interesting. But they got to win back-to-back games now for that to come through.
I can understand the logic behind it. The Ducks have been the better team in the series, but it's the same kind of thing why I like the Lightning to win in 7 there. And it's just the old wily vets get the better of the young hungry dogs there, or the young hungry ducks in this case. I mean, they're actually playing like vets. I know they do have some vets on the team, like Trouba, John Carlson, and Alex Killorn. They do have some legit playoff performance on that team. But I think that the main reason why they're playing so well in the playoffs is their coach in Joel Quenneville. But at the end of the day, the Knights have the higher ends. Playoff veterans like Mitch Marner. Oh man, the Leafs fans are so mad. Oh, and fuck them, by the way. I mean, it was a small bet, $25 max on Knobloch, first coach fired, 14-1, and Berube got fired. The first Canadian coach fired, before July 1st, and if he's going to get fired today or tomorrow. But the Leafs just have to do it today to Berube. There's about 400 more reasons to hate the Leafs. So back to the Ducks Knights series. I think that at the end of the day, the Knights have too much quality. You saw it in the game 5 itself, where the Ducks were again go toe to toe, head to head in regulation, but the Knights find a way, just like they did against the Mammoth, where they were outplayed, and much to our detriment in that series. But in this series, we're backing them, and thankfully they pulled it through in Game 5. But yeah, Game 7. Yeah, I mean, Ducks have every capability to win the series, but at the end of the day, I think the Knights just have too much experience, and Tortorella is no slouch on the bench himself. So yeah, it's just Carter Hart, who's finally had a decent game in that one, but he's been a problem all playoffs. So it's going to be tricky backing him for 2 more games.
Yeah, I mean, that series just gone. It's gone zigzag. Every single game has been win loss win loss. I mean, that's probably what we kind of should have expected, given where those teams are at. And in hindsight, now maybe I should have expected that with the Sabres able to come back there on Tuesday night as well. But 2 power play goals. Zach Benson coming up huge. Your boy, Archer's boy now as well. Brad Marchand 2.0. Power play goals have been over 1.5 pretty much every game now. So hopefully people are cashing in on that as well.
Talk about that.
Not sure if that's going to continue though as we get deeper into series. Maybe we'll because we're in game 4, game 5 now, game 6 of some series. So we'll see. Maybe see that try up.
Over failed in Montreal, Buffalo, but the over 1.5 power play goals wins again. It is 9-7 in the second round. Now that every game 4 or the first 4 games of every series have been played.
And how many of those 7 losses were Flyers Canes? Probably 3 of them.
Yep. Exactly right. 3 of them. So if you stayed away from that series, if you stay away from the Canes and the Flyers in the first round, you'd be sitting pretty good. 12-20 was the result in the first round. So a small loss considering all these bets are in the plus 125, plus 160 range. So you don't even need to go 500 to make a profit there. But 12-20, not good enough. I blame the power plays though, because there's been an immense number of penalties. It's just the power plays have been like 15% at best. Across the board. So yeah, like that the Penguins Flyers series in particular, like constantly poor power play performances there. But yeah, altogether pretty good. We'll be running it back next year. This year, though, probably going to avoid the Canes series altogether, considering how excellent their penalty kill is. Doesn't matter who they play, really. Yeah, the West probably should be running it back first 4 games. With the Avs, I mean, their penalty kill is elite as well, but I think that the power play capabilities of the Knights and the Avalanche should compensate. So yeah,
and something I haven't been doing but might look to do more is especially in the Kane series, maybe in this Knights Ducks series, is take the underdog plus 2.5 parlayed with under 6.5. That usually gets you around even money, if not plus odds. All been close games, especially especially as you get later into the series, later into the playoffs. So that could be something I whip out, especially in the Eastern Conference Final, no matter who Carolina plays. Puck bucks now for the playoffs. I am still positive 44-51, up 12 puck bucks. Archer 22-28, down 1250, and Joel 22-53, down 696 puck bucks there. But plenty on McKinnon, Conn Smythe, and plenty on Avs Stanley Cup, which looks likelier and likelier by the game. So we'll see if those.
Yeah, it's when you have such a terrible first round, it's hard to make up for it considering there's fewer and fewer series bets, fewer and fewer games to go on. So yeah, the first round was absolutely brutal for me in terms of puck bucks and Canadian currency.
Yeah. All right, let's get to an ad break. Then we'll get to the games. We are brought to you by Bracco Sportsbook and Casino. Tons of great ways to get in on the action as they got you covered for all the major sports, offering over 100,000 sports markets a month. Bracco is available in a ton of states, and Wednesdays are for blackjack. Play blackjack on Wednesdays and get 50% of your losses back. Depositing and withdrawing is very easy. Money in, money out, lightning fast. Bank, Apple Pay, and even crypto. You got daily specials today. You got Hump Day Homers, home run props boosted by 15%. Get a free $5 and purchase match up to $100 at Bracco using promo code SGPN. That is BRACCO, promo code SGPN. And Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in a ton of states. Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. New Kalshi customers get $10 when they use promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. All right, we got one game tonight on Wednesday in about 3 hours at 8 o'clock. Minnesota Wild plus 190 at the Colorado Avalanche minus 230. Avalanche puck line plus 114, under 6.5 minus 118, over 6.5 plus 102 or minus 102. Joel, are your Avs going to close it out?
You've reached the point in the playoffs where my happiness, on an existential level, is determined by the results of the Colorado Avalanche. I have not felt this since 2022, the last time we won the Stanley Cup, where a win, I was absolutely euphoric for the next 2 days until the next game, and a loss, I was absolutely devastated until the next game we played. So, yeah, it's a great time to be an Avalanche fan, but it's also a burden to bear because your happiness and your life are determined by the results of a dumb sports team. So that's where we're at here in this journey towards the cup. As for the game itself, I fully expect us to close the series out, but so does the market, minus 230, roughly 70% chance to win. Yeah, I think it's a little higher than that, but I'm not looking to lay minus 230. I would just take the puck line, minus 1.5, plus 114. I mean, you know me. I'm going to be laying these big numbers in the money lines, but for the purpose of the show, minus 1.5 there, plus 114. Let's go 15 bucks on that. I think Wild can't keep up with the Avalanche when they're playing at their best, when we're playing at our best. And game 3, kind of predictable. I should have been on the Wild in that one because the Avalanche historically been very bad after a long layoff. Didn't show that in the first game, though, after a week and a half off after the Kings series, and then they stormed out to a 3-0 lead. But no, the result against the Wild in game 3 was more like what I'm accustomed to with this team after a long layoff. But now we're rolling again. Clearly, Ack and Brodin are out for this game, probably the series. And I don't know the status of Lehkonen and Kiviranta. Or not Kiviranta, he came back. Lehkonen and Malinsky. And interesting to see that Blankenberg didn't get the game last one. Thought that he was pretty good. I'm not sure what the reasoning was there. Josh Manson, he comes back game 4, and in the first period just takes the butt end of a stick to the face of McCarron. What's that guy's name? The Wild player. I don't remember.
Michael McCarron, maybe? Is it Michael?
Could be. I don't know. Some depth guy, some loser. And yeah, that was fun to see. Maybe should have deserved a major for it, but they got a double minor and they scored on it anyway. So I don't know what they're bitching and whining about. Yeah, and it was absolute greasiness. Love it from our boy Josh Manson. He snuck a look at the ref to see if he was looking, but you know you're going to be caught on camera. So yeah, that was a fun scrap. Avalanche here, minus 1.5, plus 114. Can only look towards the over as well. Blackwood, I guess, is the starter. I haven't looked at that, but I assume after a win and a good performance by him, they stick with him until they lose again. So over 6.5 would be the play for the total, considering how fast this series has been, how much quality there is in terms of firepower in both teams. So yeah, let's go 15 bucks on that over 6.5 at minus 102. I think there'll be a fair amount of penalties in this one, even as we get into game 5. So I already did bet the over 1.5 power play goals in this one as well, plus 125. So yeah, should be a fun one. Hopefully the Avs win this one 5-2 like the last one.
Yeah, I'm seeing something in that range. I have 15 bucks on the puck line. I'm putting 10 bucks on the Avalanche race to 4 in regulation at plus 105 there. And I'm trying to find something for the first period because there have been a lot of goals in the first period, especially in the 2 games in Colorado. Both teams to score first period plus 160, over 1.5, minus 140.
The chat. You can read that one out.
Halal Quilt. I've won some bets. I won a few bets on McKinnon. Last goal of the game. It's around plus 900. Yes, absolutely fantastic. If the Avalanche are up going into the third period, live bet Nathan McKinnon to score in the third period. You got an empty net chance. Maybe we'll get a power play goal. You never.
I can't miss an empty net except when it counts in the Canada versus US goal penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like he made his mission. I'm never going to miss an empty net again.
Yeah, I'm not going to put any first period bets down for puck bucks, but that would be something I would look at if you're looking for some DGen early action tonight. Over first period, maybe Avs like 2-1, 2-0 correct score, sprinkle something fun there. I think the Avs come out hot at home. So yeah, just 15 on the puck line, 10 on the race to 4. We'll get into future stuff after we go through all these games, and we'll add some more Avalanche there as well. Not really worth bringing up the series price for this, right?
It's minus 2,200. I played that.
Minus 1,800 here
There you
on DraftKings, plus 950 for the Wild. You can get Avs in 6 at plus 320, Avs in 7 at plus 750. I think they just get it done here tonight, though, especially with Joel Eriksson Ek out. So that's the plays for tonight. Going on to Thursday at 7 p.m., got the Montreal Canadiens plus 102 at the Buffalo Sabres minus 122, over 5.5 minus 130, under 5.5 at plus 110. Interesting to see that over 5.5 at minus 130. I did have a few high scoring games there early on in the series. Plenty of power play opportunities in game 4, 1 for 7 for the Habs. 2 for 4 for the Sabres. So definitely go back to that, I would think, over 1.5 power play goals. As far as the game is concerned, I think I got to go zigzagging. Just got to go with the Canadians here on the road. They went into Tampa and won games 5 and 7. Can possibly do the same here in Buffalo. Jacob Dobish has just been incredible for them. So give me 20 bucks here on Montreal at plus 102 in game 5. As for the total, I guess that correlates to the under, but I'm not going to be touching the total here. But I would play the under if I had to.
Interesting. I myself love the over. Like to the last game, and that one should have went over. There was 7 expected goals, and what was the expected goal on that Tage Thompson one where it came off the boards and squeaked through Thompson, like 0.02 expected, like something like that. But no, there are tons of chances, power plays galore. I thought that was a bad result there. Good bet in terms of the over, and I'll go back to the well here. 25 pucks over 5.5 minus 130. Both teams just flying up and down the ice, tons of speed, and like I said before, a lot of power play opportunities in store. Sean, Jakob Dobish, he's been outstanding. 250 to 1. Conn Smythe, he's down to 20 to 1, at least before the last guy. I actually looked at the odds after last night, but that's appealing to my eye. He's been outstanding. Sabres is low. Luukkonen, he's absolutely lucky Luukkonen there in game 4.
More like Luukkonen, isn't it?
Exactly. And he was flailing all over the place. Didn't like his game at all. But they have to go back to him after a win. It's not like they could put a line back in net now. I guess more comfortable environs than the Bell Center here back in Buffalo for him. So maybe he's a little bit more comfortable in that. But I don't like how he's played at all. 25 bucks on that over 5.5. And I'll go with you in terms of the Habs money line. I think that they are still the better team. Very even game. Game 4, Archer's like banging the table that the Sabres are really lucky. But no, it was a very even game. Expected goals were pretty even too. Canadians a little bit better. But there's some score effect involved in the third period. 50 bucks as well on the Habs to go back to Montreal with 3-2 series lead.
There he is. Lucky Sabres fucking bullshit, Archer says there in the chat as he joins us.
The Sabres had a goal ruled off for some ticky-tack goaltender interference, and there was another one that was really there was no luck involved. It was a very even game. The Sabres just came out on top. I have the under 5-on-5 metrics from Natural Stat Trick here. Shot attempts 49-29 for the Canadians, but expected goals 2.5 to 1.7 for the Sabres. So Sabres getting better of the high danger chances there, and also converting on them. That's the name of the game. So you got to put the puck in the net, even if you get a bounce off the stanchion. Series price for this one, got the Canadians minus 105, Sabres at minus 115. You can get it to go to 7 games minus 110, 6 games minus 110. So maybe 7 games at minus 110 would be the way to play it if you want to have fun with it. But I don't think there's any really thing of value to take here with the series. No, I mean, Canadians minus 105, if we weren't already involved, would be a play. You know what? I'm already deep in the deficit. Let's double down. Let's try to get some money back from those fucking Oilers. 25 bucks Canadian series -105. I think they do win this one, like we said. So money line +102, series -105, because they lose. They're not losing 2 in a row, I don't think. If they go back to Montreal like that, they're going to be kitchen sink game, as Archer likes to say recently. So yeah, it likely goes 7, but -105 here. I think the Canadians have a better chance of winning this one in 6 than the Sabres do.
Yeah, no, that is what I would play. But yeah, we're on the Habs already in the series. I do have Montreal in 6. I have 10 bucks on that at +370. And we, of course, we have the Buffalo game 1 Montreal series. You called that out as well. So yeah, we're sitting pretty here with the Habs. Hopefully they can pull it out. Late game on Thursday, got 9:30 here. Vegas Golden Knights -112 at the Anaheim Ducks -108. Under 6.5 -130. Over 6.5 +110. Joel, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this series earlier, how it's going. The Ducks have been the better team, I would argue, but the Knights just find ways to win. Like the vets that they are, it's eerily similar to the Knights Mammoth series, where the Mammoth 5-5 play, just outplaying them. Their speed, the old Knights can't keep up with them. The Ducks doing the same kind of thing, and they're playing a lot better defensively in the regular season. And full credit to Coach Q, as we said earlier. But at the end of the day, the Knights they find ways to win, as good playoff vets do. So yeah, it's back in Anaheim here. I think the way to do this is just I don't know what the way to do this is. I like the Knights to win the series, but I don't know if they might have to do it in 7 games. Because I can't really, in good conscience, bet them as a favorite, technically, at -112, considering how well the Ducks have played. But closeout game, elimination game, you would factor that, you would figure that experience is a greater measure in this one. Honestly, I don't know. I think that this is lined correctly. I can't get a read here. I do think the Knights win the series, but I don't know if it's going to be in 6 or in 7. So that's the way I see this series at the moment. It's, yeah, I got nothing on this one, really. Even the total is kind of pretty fair. I mean, +110, though. You got to go back to the level with the over with these teams. Knights struggle defensively. Ducks still elite offensive team. Goaltending struggles to both sides, so that's why we're going to do it. Let's just play the over. 6.5 +110, 20 bucks on that, even in a game 6 where there should be lower event chances and fewer penalties. But given the history of these teams, their profiles, and how the series has gone in general, even we're still doubting. At the end of the day, we're still doubting that this Ducks defensive prowess is legitimate and sustainable. So for that reason, we lean the Knights money line, but we will actually bet the Knights Ducks over 6.5 +110.
Yeah, this is a pretty fairly priced game, I think, but I am going to go with the Ducks here at home, -108, 15 bucks on that one there. Game 6 is the one game where home teams have been profitable from the Vision betting guide from before the playoffs. 71 and 50. What is
How'd
it?
you
What
say
is
that?
it? Vision? I don't know how to fucking Vision. Whatever. I said Visit. Yeah. 71 and 56, up 4.75 units since 2012. Their home teams are in game 6. Think this is going to be a zigzag series. We'll see if Palin can come back after taking the big hit from McNabb there. Hellison also didn't play on Tuesday. Neither did Gudis. Wonder if he'll play here. Mark Stone, I think, is really the key here. They did get the win at home without him, but not sure if they can do that on the road here. I think we see a zigzag series, and the Ducks here win game 6 at home. So yeah, 15 bucks on that. And I would go with the under, if anything. I think we see this a lot where we expect these high-scoring games later in series, expect it to open up, but everything is so much tighter. Fewer and fewer penalties were called, only 3 power plays last game. 2 power play goals, yeah, but only 3 power plays. A third period and close game, not going to be much going on. Making the smart play, all that stuff there. So, yeah, not going to touch the total. Just going to take the Ducks here at minus 108.
I didn't really was hammered watching this game last night, but the McNabb hit, like some people saying he should be suspended. Apparently, he has an in-person hearing, or not in-person hearing, but a phone hearing, I guess.
Really?
Did you see that hit? I didn't think it was that bad.
I did not see it. I heard that it was hit. I heard it was clean but late.
Yeah,
he's going to have a player safety hearing. It says, yeah. So
yeah,
he'll probably
I don't think it deserves a game.
He'll miss a game. Let me.
You think so?
I'm going to look it up right now. I'll give my reaction live. I'm going to say probably not, because there are a lot of things that happen that don't get penalties in the playoffs here. Let's see.
No, I guess if he has a hearing, he probably gets suspended, but I don't agree with it.
No, that's a relatively clean hit. I think like the puck is still kind of in the area, shoulder to shoulder into the boards. Yeah, that's a clean hit.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
yeah. I don't
see a lot worse in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think that
deserves. Josh Manson taking the butt end of his stick, the guy's fucking face is worse than that.
Yeah, come on. All right. Let's do the series prices here for this. Golden Knights minus 425, Ducks plus 330. Total games, not an option here on DraftKings, but you can get the Knights in 7 at
the Ducks money line
at plus 225. Well, yeah, I guess it would just be. I guess unless this is game 6. I'm thinking it's game 5. So plus 225 would be Ducks win this, Knights win back at home. I'd rather just play it game by game with all the injuries that are going on.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of like Knights, and I don't know. If you like the Ducks, I think that's the way I would look at it, because I do think the Knights win that series, as I said. So plus 225 is a little interesting, but yeah,
because then you get the Duck. Then you get the Ducks tonight. If you think the Ducks, or tomorrow, if you think they're going to win, you get Vegas at plus 225 at home in Game 7. Like,
yeah, they were what, minus 180?
They were minus 162, minus 162, and minus 172. So not sure exactly what that would parlay out to, but I think it'll probably be around the same thing. And then you got all that injuries.
That is better.
Let's see, minus 108. Let me find something on DraftKings that is around.
Just do minus 170. Maybe even more. It might be actually Game 7. I think minus 170.
There we go. My parlayed with minus 180 is 2-1.
Okay. Minus 170.
Parlayed with minus 162 is 211.
Yeah,
so
plus 225 is
plus 225 is the way to do it. Yeah. That's good math there.
Yeah.
Right, ad break, and then we'll get into the other futures. We are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog has you covered for pick'em for almost every sport. Underdog has just increased their payouts. 2-pick entries now pay 3.5 times, and 3-pick entries now pay 6.5 times. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. And Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating NBA, MLB, WNBA, and golf. Let Rhythm's models help you cash in or build your own to dominate the books. Get your 7-day free trial, detail their models, or build your own. WNBA Smart Signal player props went 21-2 on opening weekend there. So plenty of profit to be had at Rhythm. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, got Stanley Cup odds up here. Avs plus 150, Hurricanes 155, Knights plus 650, Habs and Sabres both 13-1, and Wild 45-1, Ducks 55-1. There, Conn Smythe odds, I think McKinnon is still around 3-1, plus 250 for McKinnon. So it's getting closer to the Avalanche's price there. You got McCarr at 9-1, and then that's really it up there for the Avs. Natchez at 50-1 as well. I'll put 25 more on the Avs Cup and on McKinnon Conn Smythe.
I think that only 2 teams can win the Stanley Cup. One of them is plus 150. The other one is 45 to 1. And unfortunately, the team that is 45 to 1 is down 3-1 in the series. So, and they are going against the absolute juggernaut that is the Colorado Avalanche, who have even despite the series score, a much better chance to win at everything. Yeah, I'm still not a believer in the Hurricanes as Stanley Cup lifters. They are playing better, I would say, in terms of their playoff success, and not just firing the puck in the net, just giving a bunch of muffin opportunities or bounces off the pads and all that, just to show it on net kind of bullshit. They're actually angling to get better looks. So yeah, we're already looking towards an Avalanche Hurricanes final, which isn't fair to the Sabres and the Canadians, both of whom would be a better result than the Hurricanes personally, but it is the likely result because then the Hurricanes are what, minus 250 to win the conference. So naturally we look that way towards an Avalanche Hurricanes final. And yeah, of course, I mean, same bet as last show, 25 on the show that I missed. Mm-hmm. We got my bets, my puck buck bets in by proxy. 25 on both those likewise. And yeah, I don't really have anything else here. I love to fade the Hurricanes, but it'll be easier once we actually know the winner of this series. But if I had to play anything, of course, it would be the Habs there at 5 to 1, considering I still think that they have the edge in this series. But we already have some of that, so yeah. We'll wait for the series to be decided before we add any more. And it's just a massive rest advantage for the Hurricanes. So that's the benefit of them. They are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they had the luck of having to play the Flyers after a heroic victory against the Penguins. So yeah, credit to them for that. Credit them for beating the Senators even more, but it's certainly set them up well to go to the finals where they will lose.
Yeah, like the rest, like it's going to help them. Like they were great in game 1 against the Flyers. They don't have many injuries anyway, so I'll probably be on either the Canadians or Sabres in that series, especially Hurricanes game 1 and then lose the series. But I still think it's just Avalanche here unless they suffer a major injury, or if Carter Hart turns into a brick wall and he's able to solve something for the Golden Knights. Conn Smythe, I think Landeskog has a chance, but I think 120 to 1 now is a little bit too low. I got him 400 to 1
nice.
last week or so. So riding that out. Not really sure if it's even worth like discussing who could win it for anyone besides the Avalanche.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to dispute McKinnon. I mean, this guy is on another level. I saw a stat before the Habs Sabre game, or during the Habs Sabres game, which percentage of playoff games with a goal. Mario Lemieux, over 54% of his playoff games he had a goal in, and McKinnon is on the list at 45%. So this guy, I mean, a lot of them are empty netters lately, but it'll still count on the stat sheet at the end of the day when the voters are tallying up their votes, and you have to do a hell of a lot to overcome him for the Hart. So it's just, yeah, big numbers. Good for you. 401 Landeskog, captain of the team. Great story, missing 2 years, coming back and absolutely propelling this team. Like, he doesn't get enough credit. You guys laughed at me too when he was missing. Like, no, this guy, when he's in the lineup, the Avalanche win. When he missed, they were like a mid team. Yeah. It's just a qualitative factor there. That's not giving enough credit. But anyway, yeah, love the guy, absolute legend, but really hard to see him winning the Conn Smythe. But big numbers. Like, I don't blame you for betting it. But yeah, it's just going to be McKinnon in the day unless Picard goes nuclear in the last 2 series, of course, which are weighted on heavily. But yeah, it's just gonna be one of those 2 guys. And I think the safe way to do it is just betting both, like we've been doing. Avs Cup, McKinnon, Conn Smythe, and you can always add more Conn Smythe later, even at much lesser odds, if you have to. But yeah, and there was one more thing I was going to say. Oh yeah, this is around the time where the market of person to lift the cup first starts showing up, and it hasn't yet. But if you do see it, just bet Brett Burns to lift the cup first, because that number is going to go in like a few hours once it's posted, because it's going to be him if the Avs win. So.
Yeah. Easily. I've never seen that down here in the States. I know I've seen people post about it up there. So once that opens, it has to be Brent Burns. Like it absolutely has to be there. Landeskog up on the top line now.
Ray Bar 2.0.
Yeah, Landeskog on the top line without Lehkonen. I saw someone wrote a good article about Marty Necas, forechecking more and being more physical. So maybe he'll get some credit. Like if either of those guys gets like a hat trick in a big game, you can see the odds adjust a lot. But like my Landeskog play is just purely for a cash out. I see if it's McKinnon or Makar, and heavily McKinnon. Okay, that's about gonna do it for us here. We'll probably be back Friday night, especially if there are no games on Friday night. Possibly sometime this weekend. We'll see what happens with the schedule.
I'm going to the States Friday. It's eerily similar to last year where I had to go during the Avalanche Stars Game 7, I believe.
Yeah, that was rough.
Or was that 2 years ago? I don't remember, but I remember watching that in the bedroom, like trying to get the because we didn't have Wi-Fi at the cabin, so I was on my phone with the data, so like trying to get closer to Canada to get the. That was rough, but hopefully it goes better this year.
Well, maybe we'll do something late Thursday. We'll see. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Get in the Discord and on YouTube as well. We'll schedule stuff out there. What do you got for golf this weekend? Do you have any one shots or anything?
We are going to the Aronimink Golf Club. I believe it's in New York, Pennsylvania, somewhere up there in Yankee country. Got some good numbers on our boy Nikolai Højgaard, 100-1 for the event. I'm not sure what his odds are at present. But I know his odds for Lois Dane are at -110 at most shops. I think that's a great bet. He's much better than his brother, especially recently. Rasmus Højgaard and Nygaard Peterson is the other Dane in the field. I don't think that he's got a chance. Nikolai he's in every event. This course sets up well for him. Drives the ball, great irons, not great around the green, but apparently that's not a big issue at this course. So Nikolai Højgaard, love that guy. We got good numbers in matches. Patrick, even now at 25-1, don't mind that. Lowest Great Britain and Ireland. Rory apparently is I think he's either going to like absolutely stomp this course or is just going to come close to missing the cut. It's very hit or miss with that guy at the moment. Can't get a read on him, but Fitzpatrick there I think will be consistent and in the mix, top 20, stuff like that. What else are we looking at here? I mean, Scotty, this course sets up brilliantly for him, and you're getting him at plus 550 some places. It's if you just want a single bullet, you just bet Scheffler, and but at the same time, like all year long, you get a better number on him after Thursday or Friday rounds. So I think that's still the way to go, where he just can't put it together early on, but he just builds momentum into the weekend. So just wait for Thursday, Friday to be done, and if he's not crushing it, you'll get a better number because somebody else will be. Like you'll at least be able to get, I think, 8-10-1 or better live. So not Scheffler at the moment, but certainly gonna be watching him, and because he has every potential to win this course. We have a massive parlay. We have Auburn at 27-1, parlayed with the in a round robin with the Stars from the Stanley Cup. RIP, and Arsenal to win the Prem, and Seahawks over the Patriots at 15-1 in exacta. So we're big Auburn fans here once again, and I think that he's going to be in the mix again. So once again we're going Scandinavian, Auberg and Nikolai Højgaard, Fitzpatrick from the English side. Cam Young, he's been killing it as well this season. He's kind of like a lesser Scotty Scheffler at this point. But hot with the putter this year. But we have some of him as well. John Rahm one last time, buddy. this is the last time I'm betting John Rahm. Like we do this every year, and he fucking fails every time. But 15-1 on John Rahm, and that about does it. I got a few long shots too, like Matzi on 100-1. Like, that guy can't be 100-1. I know he's had a shitty season, but he's too good to be 100-1 this kind of course. So yeah, that's where we're at. The PGA Championship. It's another major. It'll be a lot of fun. Sinner, he's minus 600 to win ATP Rome, and they're headed to Roland Garros next week, I believe. If not the next week, the week after that. Looking forward to that as well. So yeah, the sports are humming along here in May.
Yeah, you got a Ronda Golf Club here in Newton Square, just outside of Philadelphia, about an hour out of Philadelphia. Yeah. So it's out there. It's in fake Philly. People from there definitely say they're from Philadelphia, but they're not from Philadelphia. It's out there. Like Villanova's out there as well. Like all those fake stuff there.
Oh yeah.
Hockey World Championships coming up as well. I believe that starts.
Yes, I want to talk about that.
That starts this weekend. Let me see what the odds are now for Canada, because they got a bunch of guys going over there.
I was a bit disappointed that Matthew Barzal was ruled out, and then 50 minutes later, his replacement is none other than Sidney Crosby. So of course, go right to the books. Plus 160 still available. Plus 135 on Canada. Bet all that. And then, of course, now they're what, minus 135, if not lower.
Minus 125 here on DraftKings. You can still get plus 100 at Caesars, minus 120 elsewhere. So yeah, you got what, like 3-1 a few weeks ago?
Plus 250, plus 225, plus 200. Now plus 160, plus 135. So we're in good shape. We also bet Switzerland at plus 550, but we're much stronger on Canada now that that news came out. And yeah, I mean, Crosby, he's only going there to win, man. Because a lot of the times with these Canadian teams, they go over there, we're just having a good time, and partying in Europe after the season. No, Crosby's showing up for one reason: to win fucking gold after the disappointment of missing time in Italy and not winning gold with the team, the boys. And Canada's been on a fucking losing streak. This is the first time in forever that the Canadians don't have a gold in various different levels in juniors. The World Junior Championship being the main one, the under 21. No, they're not holding the Olympic gold. And yeah, so this is the first time ever and they're not holding the World Championship. And this is the time to correct itself, where Canadian hockey steps up and takes back the throne. And they're sending a strong team over. And Crosby's not there to fool around, not there to fuck around. Celebrating as the captain. I'm curious to see how that plays out now with Crosby coming over. But I think the Crosby's like, no, man, you're the guy of the future. You're the next Sid, the kid. And he's going to let him have the captaincy. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, early times for us here on the West Coast, but we'll be following along eagerly, as this is the first championships that I really so interested in, because of how that drama played out in Italy and the struggles of Canadian international hockey lately. So we gotta get one, boys. We gotta get one.
Yeah, the rest of the team was already kind of taking it seriously. They were kind of having some fun. They heard Crosby's coming. They were like, "Oh shit, we gotta just lock in. We gotta lock in and win gold now." So yeah, get Canada there minus 125. You can parlay that with Stanley Cup stuff. You can parlay that with Sinner to win French Open, like to get some odds better.
Well, actually, Nick's price is gone, but
Joel said it on the podcast, plus 250, probably a few weeks ago now. So
Atlantic is best.
hopefully people listened. Then Puck Buck's up on the screen for the past few minutes here, so check that out on YouTube as well. I know some people have complained about that before. Shout out all the lurkers out there. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Just one click. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. We appreciate all that. Joel, anything else here?
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. As usual.
All right. I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer, and you'll find me shouting out Oklahoma City Thunder, sending LeBron home, get that bitch ass out of town, out of LA, and into retirement, hopefully. But yeah, Thunder are winning the championship.